Well, hello and good afternoon. Happy Tuesday to you. Welcome to Thinking Tuesday. Yes, that's what we do each Tuesday at noon. We just set aside some time, a few minutes out of your busy schedule to check in with our thinking, to see how it is serving us. You know the spiel. We remember that our mind is a garden and our thoughts are the seeds. And we are reminded that as cultivators of our minds, we can choose to grow flowers or we can choose to grow weeds. So, you know what we do here on Thinking Tuesday? We choose to grow flowers, get rid of those pesky weeds that choke out those beautiful flowers, which are those positive thoughts that we try to cultivate. Who wants a garden full of weeds? Who wants that? Not me. I'm sure you don't want those either. You know, we must be gatekeepers of what thoughts we allow into our precious space, this precious space between our two ears. So, as we move towards the spring, and don't you really love spring? I just can't wait. The flowers are blooming, the trees are turning green, and everything looks so fresh again. So, who does not like the spring? When we actively choose those flowers or those beautiful plants that we want to cultivate in our gardens through the summer and way into the fall. Some of them might be perennials and they last year after year. We don't have to replant them, just like some of our thoughts. We are comfortable with some of our thoughts. We don't have to change them. We check in with them from time to time, but they're steady. They carry our values. They represent who we are. But some of them are annuals. Some of those plants, some of those flowers are annuals, and we have to replant them each year. But each year we choose the beautiful ones, and they just propagate and they stay throughout the fall as well. You know. So the tilling and the fertilizing is what we're doing now. First, we must till and fertilize the soil as we prepare the ground to receive the seeds that we will plant. So think about Thinking Tuesday, every Tuesday, as our weekly spring, because every week we get a chance to till the soil of our minds. It doesn't mean that it's only reserved for Tuesday, but this is the time when we actually speak about it. And I encourage you to continue tilling that soil, checking in with your thoughts, reviewing how they're serving you, and being courageous to change them if they're not serving you. So, this is our spring. Today, every Tuesday is our spring, even in December. It's our spring when we just take a few minutes to check out our mind's garden to see how our thoughts are serving us. Are there weeds that must be plucked because they're not serving you well? I'm constantly checking mine. Or are they beautiful flowers that we just need to fertilize and water and help them to grow and motivate us to move in the direction of purposeful growth? Because our growth is certainly associated, cemented in our thoughts. But today's message will not be long. You know that a sermon doesn't really have to be long to be impactful. So I won't hold you long today, as Elizabeth Taylor said to her 7 husbands. I won't hold you long. But I have a question for you. My question for you is to reflect on this. Who, what am I? Who or what am I? You'll recall about 2 weeks ago, I posted on my Facebook page and I shared right here on Thinking Tuesday about my 3-day intensive personal growth experience at Turning Point in Atlanta. Remember that? That was an event that I participated in with one of my mentors and several of my coaching colleagues. And what an experience in self discovery it was. We walked away with some to dos to assist us in our personal growth journey. And one of them, which I want to share with you today, is to develop a list of daily I am statements. In fact, over the past week, the same I am theme came up in my devotional. And for 7 days, the devotional was about I am. Who is Jesus? I am. And so it's not um, it's not out of our consciousness to really begin to think about who we are, or to continue thinking about who we are. So this I am statement I want to share with you today is to develop a list of I am statements on a daily basis. And we are supposed to do it for the next 90 days after the event. But we're also encouraged to go beyond the 90 days to see how many more we can develop. It's so important to check in with these inward thoughts, these inward self-talk that we have. Become aware of them, because they're happening whether we're aware of them or not. But this simple and very powerful exercise is very empowering and helps you to really give some thought to who you are and who you aspire to be. And it really goes to the point that I often make, that your thoughts are your lifeline. You are who you think and who you say you are. For instance, some of my I am statements are, I am creative. I am enough. I'm bold. I'm inspired. I am loved. I am loving. I am causative. I'm empowered. So you get the idea. We know that anything that follows I am is a directive to the subconscious, which doesn't really question anything. It just takes it in. And it understands this as a valid statement, whatever comes after I am. The subconscious takes it in as a valid statement, does not question it, and immediately it begins to work on this new information as truth. It's downloaded, and it's stored, and it's acted upon, even without your awareness. So the sub-message in this is that we should always be aware of what we speak into our lives or the lives of others, because it does make an impact. We experience the results of what we speak into ourselves or to speak into others. If we harbor negative self-talk or negative thoughts, it negatively impacts our self-esteem, our self-image, and ultimately our behavior. So we must be careful about what we speak into ourselves and to others as well, because words do have an impact. It shows up in our relationships, our performance at work, and every aspect of our lives. So remember that our thoughts dictate our feelings, and our feelings dictate our actions and our behaviors. So be on the alert for what you're speaking into your life, what you're saying to yourself. So my question to you is, what are the I am statements that you have been speaking into your subconscious? Now that you know that that's exactly where it goes, that's where those thoughts are anchored. What are the I am statements that you have been speaking into your subconscious? Are they positive and self-affirming? Are they inspiring and motivating? They should be. Are they helping you to see yourself as that person that you would like to become and achieve the goals and dreams that you have for yourself? Or on the negative side, and I hope there's none, but we have to be aware of all of our thoughts. Are they self limiting or self defeating? Are they limiting, self limiting, or self defeating? If they are, you want to change that type of thinking. You want to change that type of self talk. And just in case you're thinking that you can't use a word because it doesn't describe the way you are now, get over your imposter syndrome. You are welcome to use any word, even if it's an aspirational word. Use that word anyway. It would not have occurred to you if there was not some belief in you, some thoughts, even though small or fleeting as it might seem. It would not have occurred to you if there's not that possibility of you becoming that person. So if you think of a word that describes I am, who you are, or it's an aspirational I am word, go ahead and use it because it came from your thoughts. So honor it as long as it's positive and include that, cultivate it, reinforce it, reinforce it. It's so wonderful when you can tune into your thinking. And the luxury that we have is that we can always choose to think what we want to. That's the control that we have. The I am statements can be what you're aware of and experiencing now, or they can be aspirational, as I said, that you are working on what you would like to become. So go ahead, feel free to use them. So I'm going to extend, and I said this is not going to be a long message today, but hopefully it's an impactful one. So I'm going to extend the I am assignment that I'm currently doing along with several of my coaching colleagues. I'm going to extend that to you and ask you to begin today and to continue each day to create an I am statement, to embed and reinforce in your subconscious mind, those positive feelings, positive things that describe you, and those that are aspirational as well. Who are you now? What are those I am statements? What are those I am statements? If you have dreams and goals, what are the I am statements that you must believe about yourself and allow yourself to achieve those dreams and those goals by becoming those I am statements? Because you must be the change that you want to be. It starts with your thoughts. See it, write it, and say it. What you write, you invite, and what you say, you create. So create those positive I am statements for the way you feel currently and how you aspire to feel, or how you aspire to be, who you aspire to be. So that's the end of my talk today. As I told you, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it, according to Les Brown. I am discovering so much about who I am, rediscovering some things about me as I continue my I am journey. So I invite you to join me. It's a worthwhile exercise for your personal growth. And if you're so inclined, feel free to post them on my Facebook page as well. Okay, but it's more important that you write them down. See how many you can write. One per day is fine. If you want to do more than one, fine. But just keep writing. You'll be surprised that as you write, more I am statements will occur to you. Write them down as you are now and as you aspire to be. So I hope that this message has inspired you, that it has added value to you, as I usually say. If it does, please share it with someone who could also benefit from it. This message, as well as my previous messages, are stored on my YouTube channel, Thinking Tuesday, Cheryl Burton. Feel free to peruse some of them. There are several of them over a year, more than a year. Okay, so please subscribe to the channel while you're there as well. And if you're looking for a coach to guide you on your personal growth journey, you have some issues, some areas where you're stuck, you don't know what your next step is, please feel free to contact me via my website. That is drcherylburton.com, drcherylburton.com, for a complimentary and confidential consultation. I'll help you think through whatever it is that's keeping you stuck or questions that you have about what your next step should be. You may also book me to speak at your events via my website. And while there, just feel free to browse and see what some of my programs and services are. And if you don't see something that you are interested in, don't let that stop you. Just reach out anyway. My contact information is in there, and you can reach out to me, and I'll be glad to help you to walk through whatever it is that you're being challenged by. So all of my services are customized to the needs of my clients. So if there's something that you want and it's not there, reach out to me anyway. We'll find a way. Okay, I deal in hope, and I want you to have hope. Don't be discouraged because you don't find something as easily as you would like to, or because you didn't find it the first time. So reach out to me. I'll be glad to help you through. So it's been a pleasure, as always, sharing these messages with you. I look forward to seeing you again right here next Tuesday at noon for another message on Thinking Tuesday. Take care of yourself. I look forward to hearing from you about some of your I am statements, but most importantly, I encourage you to write them. This is an exercise for you. So good luck on your journey. I'm sure you're going to find it very edifying. Don't be surprised that you might get stumped sometimes because you might not be able to think of something. Just release it, relax. It will come to you. Keep a pencil or pen and paper handy so that whenever an I am statement occurs to you, you'll be ready to write it. So take care. I'll see you next Tuesday at noon. Bye for now. Take care.